And welcome. Don't worry, your screen has not gone black. You can see my mouse icon here. Today I'm doing something completely different for my channel, and that is going to be going over a game trailer called Hytale. It's just up there. If you don't know, Hytale is a brand new game with an unknown release date from the creators of Hypixel Studios, brand new company. You may have heard of Hypixel. They do a lot of Minecraft free-to-play servers where you can do a lot of mini games and get together with your friends and just have a mess around and a laugh. Very good service. If you're a big Minecraft player, I suggest that you go and have a go, have a laugh, just play with random people. All sorts of different things on there. But they've decided to get together and create a new company, Hypixel Studios, and create their own game. It looks absolutely fantastic, but I'm going to run a few things through the trailer that I've actually spotted, which may give us some insight. I don't know if anyone else has spotted these, so if they have, fair enough. If they haven't, brilliant. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just run the trailer through. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds long, minus the second. And then we'll go through bits that I've actually spotted. So sit back and enjoy this trailer. Okay, so I'm just gonna actually just leave it there. So if you're interested in learning more about the game, there is their website, in case I forget to put it in my description. I'm hoping I won't, but if you go there, there's a few bit more information about the user interface, the mobs. There's a beta sign up as well, which is again with an unknown release date. Yeah, just go to that website and you'll be able to find a few things out for yourself as well. So let's go back to the beginning now, so we'll be able to go through it all. So we open up with this fantastic scenery shot with these awesomely generated mountains with the snow tops and everything. There's also a few other ruins as well back here and here. The few birds that are very interesting to see. Nice to actually see some birds, and there's a fair few different sort of animals in this game from what I've seen as well. So yeah, but we've got a mage walking down here, some sort of sorceress, and we've got these two people over a campfire. One's actually cooking what looks to be like a kebab. I don't know, but he's actually using that for cooking. Well, actually, something I probably should mention. I don't know how much of this is just tailor-made for the trailer, so there might be some differences in game. We don't actually know yet. We're hoping not, but we'll see. So they're actually using the campfire for cooking there. This warrior here, this lady, is actually polishing her sword, so that might be something that we might have to do in game, keeping his weaponry pristine to make sure that they're all working. There's also a backpack here and also a musical instrument. So can we actually create musical instruments in this form as own pop groups in game? Who knows? But there's also little things like this branch. It's not just one big block, it's actually a branch coming off the tree just there, which I find very interesting and a specific detail. There's also some mushrooms down here and a few little plants and some mossy cobblestone sort of thing. And yes, I may be making some references to Minecraft considering how similar they are. Yeah. But also, if I play it a little bit, I love the animations of the characters like this. This mage, if you watch her very, very closely, you will her eyes will move from the left-hand side going to the right-hand side before she actually waves to the people there, and they all look up and turn to her. I think that's some really nice looking animation there. So then we move on to the fox and the hare. Well, I'm saying it's a hare, I don't actually know, because one, it's got its ears up. Now, if you don't know, hares have their ears up, rabbits have floppy ears, but this particular creature has horns. So it's definitely hare rabbit like, but to me they look like little horns. Also, they might be running around chasing each other, having fun in quotes. But from what I understand on their website, creatures will hunt each other. More specifically, as I understand, there are saber-toothed tigers in there and gazelle, and the saber-toothed tigers will hunt the gazelle as well as you as the player. So that is actually interesting. So this might be a little bit more devious than what it looks, because I think the fox is hunting the rabbit horned creature here. So yeah, but there's another good shot of the horns just there, and the detail in the eyes looks really good. So here, one of the main shots, quite a lot of information here, I think. Number one is the scarecrow. Now, with there being birds in the game, do we actually need the scarecrow to keep them off the the farmland, the vegetarian? Yeah, exactly. So are there going to be crows that come and steal the seeds, or are there going to be like the rabbits, would they come and steal the carrots and things like that? Talking about birds, there's a little bluebird just there on top of what looks to be a well, which, as you can see, the roofs are properly slanted with a little bit of mix like stairs and things like that in it, which is really nice to look at. But this well, if we go back here, it actually has got a rope just there. If I move my icon a little bit, you can actually see it better. So will this actually be usable? Do you actually need to get water like this so you can use it in a watering can like this gentleman's doing here? And the other thing that I spotted also was a cart. So can we actually use a horse and cart in this? That'd be really nice to see. So there's a few berry bushes here as well, which don't know if they're just foliage or if they're going to be usable as well. So yeah. Also, there's a nice windmill in the background. I don't know if anyone spotted that. As well as the sign. So there's another good view of the scarecrow with the watering can. And a few different types of veg. We've obviously got carrots here. There's also... I can't think what they're called at the moment. I know what they were called a second ago, but I can't think what they're called. But there's also others that different, like... could they be cotton seeds? Got some sunflowers here, some pumpkins growing, which is also nice. Yeah. Then here we've got this guy. This is what drew my attention first. He sat down actually on a stair, or this block, actually sat down eating his carrot. Again, this might just be for the trailer and everything, but I might be reading a little bit too much into it, who knows. But the fences look absolutely fantastic as well. And there's also a bench just there, just behind this lady with the flower in her hair. And the torches look kind of nice with their own little system, so you no need to put a picture frame up with a button to do that sort of thing. So very nice. There's also a barrel and this big furnace just there. Then we've got the chicken coop with a proper chicken coop, and from what I understand, the chicks will follow the mother hens, which is nice. There's also a few more mushrooms, and there's another shot of the windmill just back here. But also the chicken coop here with the proper slanted roof as well. And the doggo, which everyone is screaming about, with it being asleep on the log and then waking up with its tongue sticking out. I don't know. But also the windows are very interesting to look at as well to me as a build. But those are those benches again. Good shot here. This is one of my quick questions to Hytale, is that if there are survival worlds in this, which I'm hoping that there will be, this guy is obviously using an axe, but it's taken quite a while to actually knock down this bit of log. Again, it might just be for the trailer, but he's obviously hitting it quite hard. So is it no longer possible to, well, I say no longer, is it not possible to punch wood? Do you actually need a tool to actually get started with? And the animation with it, the wood wobbling as he's hitting it. So then we move underground, which is a nice one with this lady using her iron pickaxe, or I presume what is an iron pickaxe. What is using this ore? Is it copper? Is it iron? Is it something completely different? I think most people would presume it's iron, but it could be copper. You know, the same sort of colour. And we've got the stairs going down with some sort of workbench in the background there. But if we carry on a little bit more on there, just there seems to be another type of ore, which is like a silver, or could it be tin? We don't know, so move on. Now this is the big shot. Obviously inside a lot of decoration. So we've got all sorts of different workbenches here. We've got the anvil here, which this character is using to create his sword. There we go. He's looking very pleased with it, with the animation again. Got a little fire heater there. Another workbench, I believe. This lady here is obviously using some sort of alchemy table, and that could be a cooking table from the looks of things, the kitchen. And then there's also another one just here with a lot of writing on it. So I think there's going to be different sort of tables with different sort of uses, That'd be interesting. And if you have a look at the windows again, these are different sort of windows that we seem to be able to have. And then you've got the bookshelves up here, and another shelf up here with a potion on it, and then these with the chains coming down. I think this is very interesting to be able to put stuff on top. I don't know if that's part of that table, but even so. And then you've got the cat licking itself on top of a chest. So yeah, and these chairs are usable. Now this one gives us a little bit of information, specifically with this character here, because he's holding a torch, and as he's running through the forest, the light is actually following him. But those of the keen eye, especially me, with birds, spotted the owl watching them and keeping an eye on them, which is just another animal that's in this game. And here's two more animals in what looks to be like a magical forest type area, maybe, possibly, I don't know. We've got some glow shrooms around, dotted around with a stag and a doe, a couple of deers obviously. But obviously the moon and everything looks fantastic with the crescent moon just there. And I'm not 100% sure if this is one of the plants or not. But is that some sort of insect? Or is that just another one of these little plants? I can't quite make up my mind if it is or not. I think it is just another plant, but it just looks a little bit different to be like a bit of an insect sort of thing. But yeah, because we have got some like little glowy things, but I don't know if that's part of the lights. And then this shot gives us this little stream here. Now, first glance, you might think these are just normal players, but they're actually not. They look to be a different sort of NPC. They look Yeti bearish sort of things if you actually look at them. This one's fishing, different coloured roofs. This forest looks to be in a completely different biome. I'm hoping the forest isn't lagging yet as much as the Minecraft one. Yeah, this is only on for like a really quick second or two, and then we move on to this one. This is another NPC. I can't quite remember what they're called. There is information on their website, so just go and check it out, which is nice. There's a frog just here. Looks like a guard here. These bulrushes that are actually in the water, and the water's flowing around them, not anything like that. There's also some lanterns, which is nice to see, on a rope, all sorts of different sizes, so it looks like we might be doing something with them. Different sorts of doors, the round circle, and the ladders, which are very interesting to me because, especially like this one here, and you can see it more on that, there's nothing holding it there, so it's definitely like a rope ladder. So that is interesting to me, or might just be me, I don't know. Then we've got our first tundra shot, or spruce forest, with the polar bears, which everyone probably noticed. There's also another building back here with these snowy mountains in the background, fantastic. We've got one bear here and another bear just here, and he is actually swimming, if you look closely, which is nice to see. Some proper animal behaviour, which is something that they seem to have taken a bit of care in doing. I don't know if it's just me. Then we've got our savannah shot, which absolutely looks fantastic. I'm not a big savannah fan in Minecraft, but this looks really nice. There's a couple of different trees here. You've got the normal acacia trees, but then you've got this big thick tree here. I don't know what they are actually called. We've got some birds again, which I think are vultures, and just down here are a couple of antelopes that I mentioned earlier. So the possibility could be saber-toothed tigers. I noticed that there's some animals up here, but I can't quite tell what they are from this distance. But one thing about this character is that they're actually walking with a cane, just like the other one was doing with the mage. Which is nice, good animation. Again, the animation could all just be for the actual trailer, but we'll find out. Then we've got this shot, which definitely looks like a giant wasp, a beehive sort of thing. Just here, this fortress with everything coming out, and then you've got the big guys down here, the warriors, and then you've got the grubs, I suppose, down here, the workers, and then you've got the flying versions as well. I think that might be a little bit too much for one guy in his little bow, but who knows. Then we've got his first combat sequence. Now the first thing you'll notice is that there's two combat areas. You have got third person, because he jumped and dodged and took a swing, all in third person, fighting this troll. And then switches to first person to use his shield to block, which is, so there's obviously the choice of first and third person combat, which is really nice. Then this little building sequence, so these guys are starting off here in a little campfire, then they move on to their thatched houses here, and this is one of my questions as well, if we can ever find out, is that they upgrade from thatch to like brick slate. Now is that something that we have to do? Is there going to be like different sort of weather effects as well? Because they're taking so much care in the other areas. Maybe there's going to be weather and the thatched houses may not survive that good against gusts of wind and rain, which is always good. And also, it looks like these farms can be planted without water being nearby. They stick. Obviously, you need to maintain them with a well, but a well and a watering can even. But yeah, there's the well just being built there, and there's again the ropes, and then you've got these archery things here, and one of the big things here is the hot air balloon. Very patchworky though, so definitely looks like probably something I put together. But again, we've got the lanterns on top of this little castle fort area. And then the different sorts of blue brick, the darker, which is really nice, and then different sorts of windows again, which is nice to see. So I have a variety of different sort of things there. Sorry about that. And then we've got this shot, another combat shot. Now he's obviously holding this big fiery sword against the Yeti, so I think other people have mentioned this, so it could be a possibility that different swords and different aspects of swords will have different effects against different creatures. So a fiery sword against a Yeti would work, but this sword against the fire demon, which we'll see later on, may not be as effective. Possible. But also, if you look at the mount, that is not a horse or anything on those sorts of lines. It is a goat. If you notice the big horns there, I don't know if anyone else noticed that. And obviously his Nordic armour is fur-lined armour. Again, that could be something to do with the weather. And then one of the special moves of this is huge Yeti type creature. I'm calling it a Yeti, I don't actually know, because I don't know if Yetis actually have horns, but then again, who does know that? Apart from the Yetis themselves. But obviously one of the special moves is this guy picking up a large chunk of snow and stone and throwing it at you, which is just really fantastic. So really well done. Then we've got this nice island shot, and I know one Pacific person which would absolutely love an island like this. But one of my questions here is that looks to be like a volcano. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it active? Is it deactivated? Who knows? Could that thing blow its top? And the water itself just looks so calm and relaxing. It looks good enough to jump in. Then we've got this shot here with boat fishing. I don't know if we can actually do that, but there's another island just here with another little volcano just there. Then we've got a dock here with different sorts of fences, to my mind, a lot thicker, more sturdy. Different sort of torch there, like a tiki torch or whatever. Different sorts of barrels and chests. Same here with a shovel stuck in the ground. And then one of the big things here, to me anyway, is the coconuts actually on palm trees, which is nice with this nice vein as well. I'm wondering if you can actually use that to climb. Then this shot. I absolutely love this shot. Lots of different sea creatures. We've got oh god, my mind's gone blank with what they're called. Starfish, there we go. Then we've got clownfish just here, and then the puffer fish, and then all this sorts of coral and things like that. Absolutely fantastic. But this guy is wearing flippers and a breathing apparatus, so you can actually make yourself some scuba gear, which is really nice to see. Then we've got this shot here. We've got this huge shipwreck, which looks nice, but it's been guarded by two hammerhead sharks on the looks of things. which is fantastic. We've got a few crabs down here as well as some clams, and then just here I think that could be a barracuda, so you better watch yourself with them. And I spotted just here what looks to be an eel. If I just move that back a little bit and you watch how that moves, that to me looks like an eel. So could it be electric? Who knows? Might be able to use them as a power source. Then we've got as a mine shot here, which obviously we've got this nice watch out danger sign, and we've got all these sorts of crystals and different sorts of ore. Maybe that could be snow, it could be quartz type sort of thing. This could be obsidian with it being purple, all that sort of stuff. And then we've got this awesome hat with a candle in it, again with the light following him, so that'd be nice without actually having to hold a torch. You can actually wear a hat with a candle in it. And obviously this proves that we've got rail carts in this with mine carts as well, so very nice. And then you can actually make them jump, because to me, again, this could be part of the trailer, but to me this guy looks like he's jumping, making the cart jump himself. He seems to pull it up. But this also shows bats in here as well, so there's a couple of bats upside down and one or two flying around with what looks to be some sort of emerald-ish type ores. And then we get the more adventure type scenes here with this awesome looking double door. You'll see it more as he goes through, but there's also a few coffins here and these jars and everything, just adding all to the detail and the creepiness. And there's obviously skulls that we might be able to pick up and collect, and again the dynamic light following the player, and then the doors opening, and again the animation on the player's face here, and then the animation on the door knockers as well, because they actually bounce if you watch it. It's very slight, but it is actually there, and he's looking around and blinking. Then we've got the goblins, which this kind of guy isn't very smart. He's not looking where he's going, and down he goes. This one seems to be wearing a pot or some sort of frying pan on his head, and this guy is running around with a grenade with a few matches on his head. Very cool, hostile mob. Then this is what I was saying earlier about the fire demon. That sword may not have any effect on this guy. Would a fire sword really work on him? It may do, who knows, but obviously very armoured, so it is very tankish, and these big horns out in front of its mouth looks rather vicious. And we've also got some flying demons as well. Don't know what they are. And then my friend's best friend favourite shot here, the big spider. From what I understand on the website, there's going to be more than one different types of spider, so she's going to absolutely love that. One thing I do like about this particular shot is if you keep an eye on these, I think it's a dinner because they're moving. Then we've got this shot with the undead. I think this is some sort of undead mummy dragging his sword. There's another coffin up here, and if you watch very closely of that coffin, you'll see this guy actually coming out of it. And then we've got this chain as well, which is an interesting bit of detail. Then we've got a bit more combat with the mage throwing a fireball, I presume. Looks to be some sort of fireball spell, one of the special things that it can do. Again, a few more chains from the ground and a few more skulls that we may be able to pick up. And then this guy holding the big two-handed blunt mace thing with this awesome mohawk is going to use one of his special moves, which looks like we could probably do. I don't know if different weapons will have different abilities, more than likely, but he's obviously doing like an area of effect thing against this giant undead creature. And then the treasures. We've got a chest down here which has already been opened, a few pots, and then obviously the main reward. And then the animation again on the places. And we've got the community servers, and we've got giant portals. This looks exactly like one of their Minecraft servers for how people can get together and whatnot. There is one thing I want people to watch though. Just here, there is a player. I don't know where she's come from exactly. It doesn't quite show you. I think she's jumping off this roof, but she's just there. If you watch her very, very closely, there, she deploys some sort of backpack chopper type flying effort. I keep wanting to call it a gyrocopter, but I know that's not quite right. And she's obviously, you'll see that more in the next shot as we pan across. There she is. You'll see it just there. Again, if I just rewind it a little bit more, and she's then going back up. So is that the way to get, quote, creative flight, unquote, which is nice. And then we've got obviously these little man-made picnic areas, which are really nice, and these statues and more. I think these are different types of lanterns than what we saw earlier, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite make up my mind. And then fans of the Oddcast, we can see Simon and Lewis just there. I think there are other YouTubers in there, but I haven't quite spotted them all yet, so them two are the first two I spotted, because they were the first ones I used to start watching when I first got into Minecraft. And there's another shot of the statues there. Now, is that Mario? I'm not quite sure, but that looks like Mario to me. But then we've also got these guys sat down at the picnic table having their lunch, which is awesome to see. Just being able to actually use the decoration, not just look at it. We've obviously got banners as well. And then we go into one of the mini games, and obviously the main thing that you see is the weapon of choice here, which is obviously a crossbow. We've already got crossbows in the game, which is nice to see. That to me, I think is fairly obvious. That looks to be like a Hunger Games setup. And giant PvP arenas, which I'm definitely going to get my friend into. All this stuff, unfortunately, the intensive modding, I think I don't really know about a lot about. But you never know, if it's in game and I've got time on my hands, I might have a look at it and have a go. But obviously, these are using these guns, these laser guns. Could be a theme from that film, what's it called, Starship Troopers, with the bugs and the things like that. That's what it'll affect me. So I don't know if this is a creature in game, the cactus type creature, or if this is just something that they've made for this, and it looks like you can actually do that. And it looks like it could be, because we've got antelopes, bears, polar bears. This, it doesn't actually show you what it could. Oh, a cat tree. There we go, a cat tree. So yeah, we've also got a few other things in here. Down here, deer, ember wolf, a fox. Looks like you can actually alter what it does when it does, which is really interesting. This shows some of the UI. You'll be able to read about this more on their website. Yeah, this will actually is what you get to see when you click on the Adventures tab, I believe, if I remember rightly. And you can put different markers on your map, and these guys, I think there's 4 players here, and they're going to defeat and attack this golem, hopefully. Good luck to them. You can obviously create your character as you want, from the body type to haircuts to the eyes, beards, clothing, hats, glasses, and even the ears for the earrings. And this is really nice to see as well, being able to watch YouTube videos with other people in game. So you never know, you can come in and watch my videos, and then you can obviously create your own worlds, and obviously not just have to create them using like a world edit. It's a proper, you know, easy, basic to use. I don't know how the live scripting or the world, making movies would work, but it's definitely going to be interesting to find out. And I love this little swamp creature that's waiting for his scene. And then we saw another ability of the mage, using this multi-shot ice, hitting this character here and then these two. Yeah, that's about as much, I think, as I spotted. I'm going to leave it there again just in case I forget to do that. And this has been a very long video, a lot longer than I expected it to be, so I am going to end it here. And just, if you did make it this far, have yourself a very good Christmas. And I'll probably see you in the new year, and I'm definitely looking forward to this game. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you saw anything that I didn't, I'll be interested to see and hear your thoughts on it as well. So again, thank you very much for joining me. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the new year. Bye.